Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome back. I know I told you in the first video, basically what the channel is going to be about. Basically, just kind of whatever's going on inside of this little head of mine. So So uh, I'm gonna talk about just kind of whatever I'm thinking about, and why is that? Well, why not? You know, I didn't really get into though. Who I am and why I'm doing that. I'm just some guy from out here in the Midwest. I'm from East Iowa. Army veteran from, and no, not just the KISS Army, but the actual United States Army. Uh, did 2 tours in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan. So I've kind of been around a little bit. And I've seen some things that I hope nobody else ever has to see that hasn't already seen it. And I really just want to try to make the world a better place. Trying to do that anyway, doing the best that I can. Doesn't always seem easy, though, the way the world is today. Maybe we can't really change the world, at least not individually, but individually we can do little things here and there that might change one individual's world, I think it's a good idea that, if you've got a local homeless shelter and a few extra bucks that you can donate, go help them out. If you've got, your local food bank or whatever, for people who are hungry, next time you go grab your groceries, assuming, of course, that you're able to do this, go ahead and load up some to donate as well. Just do stuff like that, I mentioned that I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan. I deal with post-traumatic stress, and for the longest time, that was, for the most part, untreated. And I didn't know how to deal with it. Now, through therapy and finally getting the right combination of medications, I'm doing all right, I think, for the most part. But I've been down pretty low. I've been down to the point of where I was actually homeless for a while, living. I was living out of a Chevy Impala. So, I had a steering wheel in my living room. So and now I live in a pretty nice area here. It might look pretty rural out here, and it kind of is, but it's not really. This is actually just on the outskirts of town. I'm not going to tell you which town, of course, because unfortunately, I've been on anti-social media, and I've seen the way some people are, and they're going to disagree with something I say, so they might make death threats or whatever, and whatever, I'm just going to leave it as I'm somewhere in eastern Iowa, on the outskirts of town. So, if you know me, you know me, and if not, that's all right. I would still like to get to know you, but I'm not going to tell you an exact location. I also have, a wife that I don't want to get tied up in, some of this nonsense, because she didn't sign up for it. She didn't ask for it. She did encourage me to start this channel, but she didn't ask for the headaches and nonsense that goes along with it. So, basically what I'm doing is this is kind of a therapeutic thing for me, really. I mean, that's a big part of why I'm doing this. Get my thoughts out there. Not only does it help me, but I think I might be able to help somebody else along the way. Because we all struggle in one way or another, whether you're a combat veteran or maybe you were abused as a child, or maybe you'd been a woman who's been sexually assaulted, or there's any number of things that can cause post-traumatic stress type situations. And I don't want anybody to go through that alone. I mean, for a while I was going through it, might as well say on my own. I mean, nobody really understood. I have help now, and I'm not just talking about, therapy and medications, but my wife, she doesn't understand exactly she understands what caused it, but not exactly because she wasn't there. But she understands me, right? And that's more important than understanding what I've been through, I think. So, to take a few minutes and try to understand somebody, and not just somebody who's been in my situation, anybody. Because you know what? Your situation is different from mine, which is different from people down the road over there, or somebody who lives in a completely different town, or a completely different state, or a completely different country. Our situations are all different, okay? No two people are the same, and that's a good thing, actually, despite some people who expect us to completely agree with them no matter what, and if you don't agree with me, you're a terrible person. Sure, whatever. Yeah, I'm just here to kind of get some thoughts out about whatever. If you like that type of content, or if you think it's helpful, drop me a like or a subscribe. Leave some comments. I mean, I'd love to have a conversation with everybody out there, because I know what it's like to go through it alone, but I also know what it's like to not have to go through it alone. You don't have to go through it alone. So, whatever it is you're dealing with, right? Because everybody struggles. Everybody struggles in one way or another. So, whatever it is, reach out, get some help if you need it. And if it's not something you need professional help with, that's fine. I mean, that doesn't mean you're not struggling. But, I just want to come out here, and I like sitting out here on the deck, listening to the birds, have the trees behind me. I'm not too crazy about these gnats flying around, but it is starting to rain, so I'm going to go inside. I'm going to call this video over. But I hope to see y'all again real soon. I'll see you next time. Thank you.